So you want to publish a book, but there's one mistake I see in almost every new KDP publisher's journey, and it quietly keeps them from ever hitting publish. It has nothing to do with your ideas, nothing to do with how well you write. It happens when the design starts. It begins to feel bigger than it needs to be. The fonts, the margins, the covers, the layouts, and you tell yourself that the book just needs a little more work. And suddenly, weeks, sometimes months, have gone by. Not because you're lazy, but because perfection has become a form of procrastination. The good news is, this doesn't require fixing everything. There are really only 3 design rules that actually matter when you're publishing your first KDP book. And once you understand those, a lot of that noise disappears. So let's just start with the inside of the book first, because this is where most people get stuck. You don't need to be a professional designer, especially for your first book. If you're creating something like a journal, a planner, a workbook, or a logbook, your interior only needs to be 3 things. It needs to be clear, clean, and intentional. A reader should open the book and immediately understand how to use it. And from a technical point of view, there are only 3 things that really matter. First is your trim size. Stick to the standard sizes that KDP printers are built for. For most beginners, that's going to be either a 6x9, which is great for journals and notebooks, and 8.5x11, which is ideal for planners and workbooks. Choosing a standard size makes everything easier. Second is your margins. Margins are one of the most common reasons that files get rejected, but they're really simple once set. For a book under 150 pages, your inside margin, or the gutter, should be at least 0.375 inches, and your outer margin needs to be at least 0.25 inches. Set them once in Canva or Word, then stop thinking about them. Third, your page count. Paperbacks need to be a minimum of 24 pages. But for your first book, I'd usually aim for somewhere between 80 and 120 pages. Not because it's magical, but because it feels substantial in someone's hands. It also means that your spine will have a print text once you're over 79 pages. Your goal here isn't design awards, it's about readability. Now, this is really a question that I get asked consistently. Should I design it myself or should I outsource it? Now, for your first book, I genuinely recommend you do it yourself in Canva. Not because outsourcing is bad, and in fact I think it's actually amazing and I do it very, very frequently, but because understanding the basics matters. You need to know what a print-ready PDF looks like. You need to understand the margins and the spacing. Canva is more than capable of handling lined journals, lined notebooks, planners, prompt books, simple workbooks. You don't need any advanced design skills, you just need consistency. 1 or 2 readable fonts, enough white space. Outsourcing definitely does make sense, but later. This is more when you're publishing regularly and you know what you're looking at. For book 1, keeping it simple and in your control usually removes a lot of the stress. Your cover matters, but not in the way most people think. On Amazon, your cover is first seen as a tiny thumbnail. Its job is not to be artistic, its job is to communicate clearly. 3 things matter here. Number 1, a big readable title. I want you to sit at your computer, zoom right out, and if you can't read it small, it's not going to get clicked. 2, a clear message. Someone should understand what the book is about and also who it's for within seconds. Subtlety doesn't work well on Amazon. Number 3, a clean design. 1 image or background, 1 main font, and plenty of space. Clutter is what makes covers look amateur, not simplicity. You can use Amazon's free cover template to follow the dimensions and then just move on. Now, this is the part that really matters. Your first book is not meant to be perfect. It's meant to teach you the process. If you find yourself adjusting tiny details that no reader will ever notice, it's usually a sign that you're ready to upload. KDP's preview will actually tell you if something's wrong. It will flag an issue, you fix it. If it doesn't, you publish it. You can always update a live book, and never forget that, it's so important. You can't improve one that never gets published. If design is the thing that's been slowing you down, you're not alone. That's exactly why I've created Publish Your First Amazon KDP ebook. It's a calm, practical walkthrough that shows you how to create a clear, good enough interior and cover, and upload your book to KDP without second guessing every decision. I've included some straightforward upload checklists so you don't have to piece everything together. You'll find the link in the description if you want a clear place to follow along. Your first book isn't about impressing anyone. It's about learning how this works. Progress starts quietly, imperfectly, one published book at a time. I'll see you in the next one. See you. Bye.